So why is everybody being ableist right now?
Quick summary for you for the events that are unfolding right now. At the BAFTA, this man right here, his name was John. He said the N-word hard as his soul could allow him to. He has Tourette's. It allows him to say involuntary things. And he said it towards Michael B. Jordan, and he said it towards this guy. I don't remember his name. I forgot his name. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. But afterwards, an apology was issued, but it wasn't done in a timely manner. People got upset, and this whole fiasco happened. Now, I am going to tell you what happened after all that. People got really angry towards people with disabilities. It's insane. So what happened with the BAFTA Tourette's incident is depressing. Obviously, you know, it's disgusting to see that happen in a public space, to not be reprimanded. The fact that the broadcast was live, it was a live broadcast. They could have took the word out, but they chose not to. They chose to continue to air it. And then what happened after that is that people said, is he really disabled or is he just racist? He's just using Tourette's as the excuse. As a matter of fact, I have a friend with Tourette's, and he would never say this. And this is so fun to watch. If I were the FBI right now, or the CIA, I would be rubbing my hands together saying, we got him. We finally got him the PSYOP. It must feel as though when they created Sexy Red to push us back 100 years, it must feel the exact same way as when they made Ice Spice to create the colorism era. It must feel the same way as when they made Kevin Samuels. It must feel the exact same way when the CIA dropped these bombs on us, these sleeper agents on us. It must feel the same exact way, because man, this is crazy. Black people versus disabled people is the funniest, craziest, wackiest, most depressing discourse I've ever seen. There is no curiosity. There's no empathy. Instead of even basic restraint that adults are supposed to exercise when they don't understand something, a whole segment of the internet treated this moment, it was a green light, permission, as an excuse to unload every lazy joke, every hostile assumption, every hostile thought, every resentful thought they've ever had about disabled people existing in public spaces. They weren't even sure disabled people deserve to exist. It's crazy. Tourette's became a prop. It became a pawn. It became a talking point in this culture war it never was supposed to be a part of. It didn't volunteer to do this. This is crazy. Suddenly people who never once cared about neurological conditions, never read a paper or a single page about how tics work, never spent 5 minutes considering what it might look like when your own body says things you don't mean, feel extremely confident explaining what is real, what is fake, what is acceptable, and what should be hidden away behind closed doors where nobody is supposed to see it. I'm so angry right now. I have seen people say, if I had Tourette's, if I had Tourette's, I would never say the N-word. I would wash my mouth out with soap right now if I ever said that. If I had Tourette's and I said a word someone didn't like, oh my God, I wouldn't know how to feel. I would train myself to not do that, because Tourette's is just a condition, and any condition can be fixed through hard work. Obviously, these people with Tourette's need God, because what compels you to say the N-word? The neurological condition compels them to say the word they don't want to say. It's much like an intrusive thought that you don't want to have the intrusive thought, much like you want to jump over a bridge, you see a baby, you want to toss it like a football. Those intrusive thoughts, that is basically how Tourette's works, if I could explain it so lightly and elegantly without me getting into the minutia of coprolalia or something of that variety, where 13% of Tourette's people have it, or doing things they don't want to do, or involuntary tics where they don't want to move their arms or flow them, or do tics in that variety. They don't want to do that. That's the point of Tourette's. That's the point of Tourette syndrome. It's crazy that you refuse to acknowledge that. And I can understand the racist part too. It hurts my chest. It hurts my spirit, my blood pressure, and my body to even consider giving a white neurodivergent person any benefit of the doubt. I really don't want to. I've seen so many white neurodivergent people say, well, I'm this way because of autism. I'm this way because, and it pisses me off to no end. It does. But the ableism that I'm seeing is insane. I have never seen such wild discourse. Seeing people go out of their way just to be mean to mentally challenged or physically disabled people is insane. That's crazy to me. That is nuts. What's so ugly, and is the word ugly I want to use. Ugly. Especially hard to watch for me. It's nasty is how quickly the conversation stopped being about this one single moment. It stopped being about a single person, a single involuntary outburst, and turned into open season on entire groups of people. That's crazy. One incident became justification to my tics. Oh, wait, oh, so your tics are racist? My tics would be something different. My tics wouldn't be racism. My tics would be flowers or Black Lives Matter or trans rights. Those would be my tics. I am so pissed that I read that. I'm so angry that I read that. My tics would be Black Lives Matter and trans rights. Ooh, you piss me off with every fiber of my being. Why would you say something so stupid? I can't even fathom. I can't even pin it to the dish, tear it apart like a butterfly. I can't even dissect this statement with any sense of reason or rhyme. I can't even look at this objectively for 10 seconds. I can't do anything with this statement other than point out how naturally and wildly, wickedly absurd it is to even consider saying something so stupid with your whole chest, as if nobody is going to call you out on that. What are you serious? Are you really serious right now? Are you serious? One incident became justification to accuse disabled people of attention seeking, of faking, of performing for sympathy, of using their conditions as shields. One incident became justification to repackage old ableist ideas as, well, this is common sense. I'm just asking questions. Finally, someone said we're all thinking. This does not educate anyone. This does not protect anyone. This does not improve understanding of Tourette's or disabilities in general. It does the opposite. It hardens attitudes. It deepens ignorance. It makes the world smaller and colder for people who had nothing to do with that moment but share a diagnosis. This is insane. You know what this revealed to me? And this is so important. It showed me how thin public tolerance actually is. How conditional acceptance is so weak. How it becomes the second, how weak it becomes the second somebody's body or brain stops behaving in ways that are convenient, comfortable, or entertaining. People love the idea of disability when it is inspirational. Love it when it's quiet. Love it when it's invisible, manageable, digestible. Love it when it comes with a tidy narrative about overcoming. But the moment it disrupts timing, decorum, expectations, the moment it shows up uninvited and unpolished, empathy evaporates like it was never there. And resentment comes in to fill those gaps. That's what happens. Resentment that they made you uncomfortable without your consent. I want to talk about something for a moment if I could. Can I have a conversation with you? I have very tired looking eyes. Now you may see these eyes and assume that I am exhausted and tired. My eyes always look like this. As a matter of fact, my eyes have looked like this for the major bulk of my life. Because for the major bulk of my life, I got something horrifying very early at the tender age of 8 years old. I got schizoaffective disorder at 8. Now, usually it doesn't actually pop into your brain until you're about your teenage years, maybe later in life, 22, 23. Maybe something induces the psychosis that schizophrenia brings. That's what I have. I have schizoaffective disorder. You know what sucks about schizoaffective disorder? People think that just because I'm not acting crazy, that I'm not crazy. I don't think I'm crazy. I obviously don't. But according to other people, I am. I have moments. I haven't slept in quite some time. But I don't mean going to bed sleep. I mean I can't tell when I'm awake or asleep. My living day is a nightmare. That is the aspect of what it is. I see things on the left of me. I see things on the right of me. It feels as if there is something inside of my blood trying to escape. I sometimes see different colors than other people, and the sky changes without a moment's notice. The moon feels as though it's crashing within my body. I feel as though I can't feel my legs. I am in horrifying, agonizing pain 24/7. And there's no stop for it. It feels like my teeth have spiders in them, and sometimes I feel like as if I need to rip out my teeth. My eyeballs feel like they're not my own, and I can see in third person perspectives because my brain is that detailed when envisioning things, and I can see myself walk. My toes feel as though they are made of water. Everything is bad, and I hear voices constantly. It feels as though my ears are ringing and bleeding, and I always have a ring headache. Always, 100% of the time. That is what it's like. And I have manic highs and manic lows. I have depression, and I have a manic high. That is the schizoaffective part of the disorder. SAD. Sad. Boom. One Piece. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what I have. Now, you may have a little bit of understanding of the condition, and you may see, but you're handling it so well. You're doing so fine with your schizoaffective disorder. No, I'm not. I look like I'm doing fine, but I'm suffering. Every day is a waking nightmare for me. This is the most horrifying thing I've ever had to deal with, and it's been my entire life. This is life. This is reality, and I have to deal with it, and I'm still gonna be here because that's what it takes to deal with mental health. But I don't have a neurological condition, so I don't know what it's like to deal with that. It must be significantly more difficult because I cannot control anything that I see at all. I don't get to choose the visions I see. I don't. Pretty sure people don't get to choose the words, but they heard the words. And if they heard the words, they know it's bad and they shouldn't say it. That's Tourette's. Are you stupid? Maybe you are. Maybe I'm not explaining this really easy. I'll do it like a child. You must be a child. I'll do it like kindergarten for you. Make it a lot easier for you. When you have Tourette's, you say things you're not supposed to because your brain forces you to. Is that easy enough for you to understand? No. It's still a racist word, and he's not supposed to say a racist word because the racist word is bad. And he has Tourette's, which makes him say bad words. I'm not understanding. It's so confusing for me. Yes, I understand the situation was handled extremely poorly. I feel as though they probably could have edited out the part where they said the N-word, or they could have issued a statement a lot faster, or they could have done something better. It's an issue of the institution and not a failing of the Tourette syndrome people, because he had a movie explaining it, but people didn't see the movie. I'm discovering that people didn't actually see the movie or actually care about to learn about this man's life. This is very important for awareness of Tourette's, but I'm discovering that people don't care about awareness of Tourette's because it makes them uncomfortable. Oh no, I'm discovering this. So often, I'm discovering that people refuse to actually educate themselves and choose to be ignorant. Well, I have a friend that has Tourette's and he doesn't say these words. Shut up. It's different for everybody, man. It's different for everybody. If anyone actually cared about reducing harm, if anyone actually wanted fewer moments like this to happen, the response would look different. It would look like education. It would look like patience. And the institution should have dealt with this significantly better than what it was. It's crazy. This is so crazy to me. Why are we not asking, what do you need? Why are you like this? Well, we just need, what do you need? Not why are you like this. I'm asking you people, why are you like this? This is crazy. We rush to mock, rush to generalize, rush to harden attitudes towards entire groups of people who already navigate more barriers, more assumptions, more dismissals than most people would ever notice. This does not help anyone. It does not educate anyone. It does not make the world safer or kinder or more livable. It just proves over and over again how much work that there's still to do. How far we still are from a world where disability is met with understanding instead of suspicion. How conditional acceptance always is until it isn't. It's crazy. How many people still believe that their comfort matters more than someone else's existence? This is so crazy to me. Anyways, N-word was bad, obviously. I should have handled it significantly better. They should have known about the condition. They should have known that it possibly could have happened. Obviously, they should have fixed that whole situation. That's the whole thing. But don't mock disabled people. Please don't. You're pissing me off. It's crazy. That's real crazy. It's insane. Bye.
I'm your nigga night, be my Laurel Angelo. Ooh, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride.